We've recently talked about the fact that there is an insurance company that has long-term care. But what you really have to understand, and that's why we're doing the second video on long-term care, is because things can change in a heartbeat. Somebody that was living very independently and active all of a sudden has a fall or things happen and they cannot, I'll say, be on their own anymore. It doesn't mean that they're moving into a facility. It might mean that they need extra help coming in. Somebody to come in to clean or cook or cut the grass, shovel the driveway. Whatever the care is, that is an additional cost of someone's independent, I'll say, budget for their shopping and normal, I'll say, expenses. That can add up to a lot. I've had clients that basically wanted to stay in their own home without going into an assisted living, and they ended up having to pay for people to come in on almost a daily basis for different things that they needed done. Because in the old days, I'm going to say during their younger years, they were already in their late 80s when this happened, they didn't have or they didn't know about long-term care insurance to pay for the additional. And it was quite a drain on their savings. But the fact is, not everybody has savings and somebody has to pay. You want the choice of how and where you're going to live. So whether that's in a facility or staying at home. But you want the choice to be where and how you want to live without it being a government, I'll say, provided place, such as a long-term care facility where you're put into, I'll say, a semi-private room or a room with even more people, because most older people want the privacy of their own room. That comes with an additional cost. And again, if you don't have that money, where's it going to come from? In my own case, I mentioned on the last video, I'll say, children of my mom, not all of them, because not everybody could afford it, but the ones that could contributed so that my mother could have the place that she wanted when she was in assisted living. And then when she had to go into a long-term care facility, to have a private room. There's been situations where it's not been good when you have put an elderly person with another elderly person in a semi-private room. So money has to be provided for that in the future. And now that you know that there is a long-term care insurance company, that means that problem could be solved. So if you want to know more, give us a call at Levesque Wealth Planning of IA Private Wealth. We'd be happy to sit down. It's always a free call. So until next time, I'm Linda Levesque.